Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today I do appreciate you stopping by. Guys, we got us another Lost 40 beer here. These guys do a lot of different beers evidently because Mr. Fudge has sent me a bunch of their beers. I mean a bunch of them. So they must do a whole lot of different beers, and I said this before. They would probably need, nah, I ain't gonna say it. I've already said it. None of the beers have been 10 beers as far as I can recall. So they're making some decent beers, but nothing is outstanding or world class. Maybe they ought to cut back on how many different ones they brew and concentrate on brewing some better ones on the ones that they do are good at. So just my 2 cents. And I hate to meet them out anybody, but so far I haven't had that I can recall a single 10 beer from these guys. So this is their Hefeweizen, which is a wheat beer, and this one is fairly fresh. Canned on date is 3/12 of 19, and they're saying the best buy is 7/12 of 19. So they're giving 4 months shelf life. The fresher the better on beer, guys. I mean, would you buy milk that's 3 months old, or a loaf of bread that's 3 months old, or whatever? Beer's the same way, unless you're getting into a different style, like stouts, imperial stouts, and imperial porters, and barley wines. Now, a lot of those, unless they're brewed with coffee, will age very nicely. But most of the rest of them, you want to have as fresh as possible. So, it is what it is, isn't it? So, thanks again to Mr. Fudge for sending this one to me. We'll get into the aspects of it here. And he told me before I threw that over there, I should have looked. It's a 5.4%er, guys. Because there's a whole lot of stuff written on this can. I didn't want to spend a minute or so trying to find it, but it's probably there. Yep, 5.4% written on the can. So, not a big beer, very sessionable at that ABV, and very light and crisp, easy drinking, a good summertime beer, or lawnmower beer as I call them. They're saying it's 12 IBUs on Untapped. And it says that their seasonal wheat beer with sunny notes of orange, banana, citrus, and clove, which is typical aromas and tastes that you're going to get from a Hefeweizen. So, from my experience, the Americans do these beers decent, but they can't compete with the German Hefeweizens. I mean, usually those beers have big banana and bubblegum taste with oranges and citrusy notes. But the Americans, I ain't gonna say all of them, but a whole lot of them leave a little bit to be desired in that style. So I don't know why that is, but it is. So I brought out the big Hefeweizen wheat glass, and these are usually fairly carbonated, so I'm not going to pour it too aggressive because I don't want 10 fingers of head. It doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. So we'll stand it up on the back end, and this is a fairly big glass, and this is a 12-ounce beer. So put that there so y'all can see that fancy artwork that they printed up on this can. About a half a finger of head. It is rather cloudy, a nice amber color, a decent amount of bubbles streaming up. To the nose we go. Guys, smells very much like a Hefeweizen. A little bit of wheat. I'm getting some coriander and cloves. Nice and citrusy notes, but not a lot of banana. smells pretty good. So let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Pudge. Thank you, sir. A little metallic taste to it. Not a lot of banana. It's very smooth, very easy drinking. Alcohol is basically non-existent. A great pool beer, a great session beer, a great beach beer, especially since it's in cans, where a lot of those places they don't want you bringing glass out on those areas. Good lawnmower beer. Basically 5.4%. You can have quite a few, not be too inebriated, not like you're drinking 10%er. So decent beer. To me, it tastes a little watered down. But of course, you know, I don't drink a lot of Hefeweizens. They don't, first of all, they don't have the ABV that I'm looking for a go-to beer. And second of all, I'm a hophead. I like hoppy beers. I like dark beers. I like bourbon barrel beers. So not something that I would probably pick up for myself. Not till I got up into the 7% range and had a whole lot of aromas and flavors to go with that, which I find a lot of the German ones do. And like I said, the American ones are a little lackluster in that. So, but anyway, straight out of the fridge, we're going to sip on it and see what we end up with. I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it a while. Not much lacing is left on the glass. Okay beer. I don't even know if I would call it decent beer. It's okay beer. It was definitely not something that I would buy for myself, even if it was available here. I just don't buy a lot of this style beer because of the low ABV it usually is. And from what I found out, the Germans do a lot better job of this because they've been doing it a lot longer than a lot of the craft brewers around here. I don't know if that's the reason or what, but okay beer. I mean, definitely nothing to write home about at all. I don't joke. The B beer to me, guys, 85, right down the middle of the B range. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 3.71. Again, B beer there too. And final check in, Untapped has it at 3.69. Again, B beer. It's unanimous, it's a B beer, guys. If you like this style of beer and you like these lower ABVs, so you can drink multiples of them or session them if you want to, maybe a good one. Definitely a lot more beer where you can come in and have one or two, maybe even three, and go back to doing what you were doing, cutting the grass or whatever your chores are, or whatever you're doing outside. But you know, like I said, probably not something that I would purchase for myself. Wasn't that impressive. So, but I do appreciate Mr. Buzz spending his money on it and sent it to me to let me give it a try. So, with that being said, if you've had this, the look-see Hefeweizen from Lost 40 Brewing, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.